What up guys, welcome back. So here's another project that I'm currently farming, which is ApertureSwap. This is a confirm airdrop. There is 7% allocated for it and super easy to do, but the good thing is we're going to be using a 2-in-1 strategy. So basically this is another point system which you need to be taking some swap, adding some liquidity, using some of the features so you guys can earn some points, and 4.8% of the tokenomics is allocated for the point system, and then 2.2% is allocated for LP. For me, I'm not really interested into providing some LP because if we go to one of the tweets, you guys can see, or at least it looks like, there is a minimum of $1,000 to be staking. Now, I'm not saying that we cannot stake $1,000, but for me, I would rather just use it on something maybe like Scroll, Hyperliquid, on maybe Hyperlane and many other projects, because with $1,000 I can just move it around and farm multiple things. So for me, I'm just gonna be focusing into swapping, and we're still earning 3x more points by using PancakeSwap and also Uniswap. But here's the second thing: we can actually farm Fluidity by using this strategy, because this is actually available on Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, and many others. It is even available on Scroll, but unfortunately, I don't know why it is not working right now. So whenever it is available on Scroll, obviously I'm gonna be using Scroll a little bit more. So in case you don't know, Fluidity is an airdrop that we already received, unfortunately only 25% because it is vested, but I still made around 400 bucks on the first airdrop. So for me, it was obviously worth it. I still added a ton of transaction on Jumper. So in the end, I do have a pretty good ranking on Jumper. So that's why I have been using Fluidity. But now, if I'm going to be farming Aperture, I would just rather use something that I can still receive two airdrops at the same time, and obviously have one of them covered, covering all my expenses or all my fees. So let me show you guys the process. By the way, you will need a referral link, so I'm going to be adding more of mine in the description. Once you join, you're going to need a Discord account and also a Twitter account. I'm currently farming it on 2 of my wallets. So if you only have one Twitter account and one Discord account, unfortunately, you will need to stick with just one of them. So first of all is taking a swap, which by the way, it looks like there is no minimum because I just tested and I did $1.5 just to test to see what is the minimum, and I still got 100 points. It looks like we're starting with 2.2k points. So I'm guessing as your transactions are bigger, most likely you're going to be getting maybe 200 points or 300 points. But the good thing is there is actually no minimum. So once you're here, you do all the verification, just click on swap. Then if you want to do the Fluidity part, I'm going to be adding a referral link for Fluidity, because if you join with a referral link, you get more bottles. And by the way, guys, please share your referral link so I can also join, because it doesn't really matter if you use one referral link or 100 referral links, you're still getting 5 bottles per referral link. So use all of them. Make sure to post your referral link in the description so I can click on it and everybody else can click on it. So in the end, all of us, we can obviously receive more bottles. And these bottles in the future is what is going to be used for the airdrop. So if you want to use the Fluidity strategy, first go ahead and click on the link and then go to Arbitrum, have your funds ready. Let's go ahead and do a test. You're going to need some Fluid assets, which are FUSDC, and then some Fly tokens. You guys can see it right here. Most likely, if this is the first time that you're using this strategy, you might need to import your tokens. So just go to Fly right here, Fluidity, yes. Then you just need to scroll down right here, copy the contract, go back, paste, and then you'll be able to import that. There you go. So I still have 1.82. I'm just gonna take a small swap just to show you guys the process, and I'm gonna swap it for some Fly tokens. Now, the only bad part, or the thing that I don't like, is that the price impact can be pretty high at some times. So if you're seeing it too high, just wait a little bit, or maybe just use any other token, but obviously you're not gonna be farming Fluidity, or maybe you can just use FUSDC and farm it with maybe ETH. It might be better. Yeah, actually it is a little bit better. But if you do FUSDC, To fly, obviously you receive more points, but you're still going to be receiving a good amount of points if you're just using FUSDC to ETH or maybe just to USDC, the normal USDC. So I'm just going to do it to ETH. Let's go ahead and do approve, continue. We're gonna need to approve an amount. If you're gonna be taking swap consistently, obviously you can just increase the amount, but as usual, don't go crazy. Don't add $1 million, add something maybe like $100, $1,000, whatever you're planning to use in the future. I'm gonna do next, approve, and then I'm gonna be confirming my swap. Here it is. Continue. By the way, the pop-up that you guys are seeing is just wallet guard. It is showing what is going to happen within my wallet. Transaction fees are super cheap right now, just 1 cent. And there you go, I just took my transaction. In a few minutes, usually this should get updated, but there's also a minimum that you should be swapping for to receive the fluid assets, the bottles, not the fluid assets. Then right here, if we go back to campaign, usually it takes a few minutes to update. Then I'm going to be getting 2,400 points. And basically that is the goal, to just continue to take more swap, to get more loot bottles, and then obviously increase our points for Aperture. I don't have a specific date for when this actually will end. So I'm just going to be using it and doing it for the next few days and try to have a good amount of points. You guys can also check your leaderboard, see where you're ranking and everything else. Let's see, you guys can see the amounts. So top 1,000, you're gonna need 34,000 points, but obviously if you have less than that, you're still gonna be receiving an airdrop. But if your goal is to be within the top 1,000, yes, you're gonna need 34,000 points. So obviously that is a lot of swapping, but the good thing is, most likely if you're doing Fluidity, you're also gonna be receiving an airdrop for that. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions, any doubts so far. I do think this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to get involved with all of the other features, that's on you. I'm not doing them, so that's why I'm not going to be covering them. But there you go. You have creating smart balance, adding some LP, auto compound, and everything else. But for me, I'm just going to stick on taking some swaps, and that's it. Just for you to know, let's go ahead and switch real quick for scroll so you guys can see the issue. If I go to swap, you guys can see that I'm unable to see any type of tokens on scroll, so I don't know why. Hopefully they can fix it in the future so I can also farm scroll at the same time. But there you go. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.